And we live, baby.
We live!
Oh, welcome to It's Cheaper Than Therapy.
And if you don't got insurance, this is perfect for you. Dead ass.
Let me tell you something. I've been bartending, okay? So we gotta excuse. Cheers.
Cheers.
When I bartend, I'm very heavy-handed. But anyways, you guys, listen. I'm your host, Blythe. This is...
Michaela Moore, the one and only.
The one and only. Okay, so...
Boston's finest.
Boston.
Boston's finest, but Atlanta's greatest. Just kidding.
I don't know.
I'm playing.
Boston had like hoods. Is it a hood?
Boston do got hoods. Dorchester, Mattapan, Jamaica Plain, you know what I'm saying?
Bring them to
Roxbury. Come on.
Orleans. Okay.
Bring the New Orleans hood.
What do they do? Like, do they shoot with like 4-leaf clovers? No, I'm dead ass.
You think this? You dead ass?
Okay. Anyways, you guys, it's no shade. I love one love to Boston, to all the people in Boston. We'll go back to Boston.
Yeah, we'll go back to Boston.
Because I heard Boston had like the rudest fans, baseball fans.
Oh, they get crazy.
And they're kind of like racist. It's not a topic.
Child. That's another topic for another day. We're going to get into that too.
All right, but
they got good seafood though. But New Orleans has even better seafood. We have more spice and, you know.
Yeah.
We can't deal with that.
Yeah.
We got good lobster though. We can't top that.
So listen, you guys. We'll go back to Boston and New Orleans.
Well, maybe that's a little vlog for another day. Going to Boston, go to New Orleans.
That's the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm gonna tell you guys about this podcast and why you need it in your life. It's Cheaper Than Therapy is that it's the thing that you need, right? It's that friend that you can call. A lot of people don't have that.
You don't have to call.
Okay. All right.
It's okay, girl.
Okay, Harmony.
Cause I'ma be a psychiatrist tonight.
Ooh, I gotta pay you for that? Is that gonna
that was the special for Cheaper Than Therapy.
I want to usher.
You gotta make it.
You don't gotta pay for that. I love that.
Okay.
Who we gotta pay? You?
My agent.
I'm your agent, bitch.
Oh.
Anyways. Ooh, that means I'm not. But anyways, y'all, let's listen. We gotta have some organization in here. All right, so basically, a lot of y'all don't have that friend though, but I am that friend that a lot of times people call me and they tell me like their deepest, darkest shit. I never tell anybody, even on Mad Day, you know what I'm saying? I have a psychology background, like to talk a lot of shit, and I just kind of implore everyone to have therapy, especially people of color, okay? Because Black people got PTSD. They don't even know it, but they do. So anyways, it's cheaper than therapy. It's just, you know, it's that friend you talk to when you have your cocktails, and you call when you want real advice. Not when you want somebody to just come help you go rob by this dude's house. Like when you want somebody to tell you, yo, he loved her more than you. Let it go, sis. Or he loved you more than her. Let's go beat that bitch up.
Oh, we on that type of time?
We on any type of time. We on whatever.
Cause I like to pay someone to do it for me, so my hands clean.
I like that, but I mean, you have
we got a reputation to maintain. We can't be up on these streets like that.
I mean, okay.
We are drinking Matua Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, and let me tell you about these notes in here. It is a note of gooseberry and passion fruit. It gives that exotic flavor with seductive finish of lime and citrus. So my lady, let me pull you up first. Ooh. Let me know what you think. If you don't like a wine that's too dry, because we're not really Moscato drinkers. We are we're Pinot drinkers mostly, right?
We're mostly Pinot. We drink a lot of reds.
Do you like
we're
reds?
We're not a Moscato.
We're not basic. We're not basic. We're not 12 years old drinking Arbor Mist.
Let me tell you something. When I used to bartend at the strip club right in Atlanta, it was always the really, really ghetto girls that would like want wine, right? Moscato. You got Moscato? You don't got a Moscato? And they would always want like a wine glass. And I'm like, you're in a strip club. This is like a whiskey spot. Like, get a whiskey, you know? But it's all, I don't know, people think
even a vodka
Moscato makes them classy.
Cheers to 2021. Hoping it's better than 2020 because we already know with the shit show we had last year, it's gotta be better. So let me know what you think of these notes.
Be clear. We do drink wine with straws because we're classy bitches, and all our bitches are classy. Okay, normally it's to the brim, to the tacky brim, but you know. Wait, okay, let's see what I taste in here. There's a little fruit in there.
Yeah.
It's fruit?
It is fruit.
I like that.
It's full bodied, and I don't think it's too dry. I think it's like, I honestly like Sauvignon Blanc better than Pinot Grigio. I'm not a big Chardonnay fan. I'm not really big on the oak barrels. I get a full taste. And you ever tried the, we should do it one day, the oak barrel, the bourbon barrel Chardonnays, where they age them in bourbon barrels, get the bourbon taste to it.
No, you know I love bourbon though, that's my
Yeah, you're gonna like the Chardonnay. So next episode, we're gonna do a bourbon barrel Chardonnay. We're gonna review that.
Oh my gosh, but I like this. It's really, really good. I'm not just saying that either. I like that.
Yeah, it's a more, I think Sauvignon Blancs, honestly, they're more lively than like Pinots. And I think it has more of that like citrusy finish.
I love that. We've actually also been drinking Kettle One, but that's story for another day. We had a few shots.
I mean, we had to take some shots. This is so, I love that finish at the end of this one.
I love this. This is awesome.
New Zealand is where it's at for Sauvignon Blancs. And if I were to, and honestly too, let's talk about this. If I were to pair with a cheese, because I'm classy, I like wine and cheese, I would pair the Manchego, walnuts, prosciutto jam, you know, maybe get some honeydew, some green grapes. That would, prosciutto.
I like that. Ooh, how do you say that again?
Prosciutto.
Okay. All right.
We are also doing mukbang eventually.
Eventually.
And maybe we'll do charcuterie, then do mukbang.
Eventually, bring your little cheese.
Because you can't do wine without cheese. I feel incomplete right now.
It's good though. Well, today we're talking about knowing the difference between kicking it and being in a relationship. A lot of y'all don't know the difference, right?
None of y'all know the difference because y'all crossing these lines so much and it's annoying the
We're
hell
here
out
to
of
teach
me.
you.
Please, take this damn course.
All right, so a Chicago PhD student, 37 years old, shoots her dead ex-boyfriend, 44, after stalking him in his DC home 6 months after their 3-month relationship ended. Okay, so this is a black woman with a PhD. She's definitely, obviously, intelligent, maybe a little bit.
Does she have 4 degrees?
Like the lady on the Potomac. Oh my gosh.
Does she have 4 degrees?
She's so off-putting. I'm so off-putting.
She's so off-putting because she lets all those degrees validate her without. She's somebody that wants that the outside influence and appreciation. And that's another episode, but it is very valid because a lot of people out here.
She screams. She reeks of insecurity. Like they could be talking about my shrimp isn't boiled right. Bitch, I have 4 degrees. Like
people like you call me Dr. Wendy, and I'm like, child. Girl, bye. It don't matter. Like Miss Karen said, I have common sense, and common sense is a saving grace, and you can't teach that.
Let me tell you something.
And Karen's the goat of that show, honey.
Which brings us to this: having a PhD does not equate to common sense. Someone having a lucrative online business, you have to know how to compartmentalize people. Okay, I can look up to you for how you run your business on social media. I like what you're doing, but when it comes to dating, you're a little bit elementary. Like you're a little bit.
There, Mary had a little lamb.
Mary had a little lamb. Like you're.
Fleece is white as snow.
You're very much not something to aspire to be, but you could very much so be when it comes to business or things like that. So you guys have to just know who to look up to. So basically, here's the thing. You know, when I was single, you know, when I first moved to Atlanta and, you know, I was living in Buckhead by living small for like 3 years. I was very much so on my Lori Harvey shit. Like I was very much so, but.
You weren't on Sierra's Prey, you wasn't Lori's Finesse.
I was on Lori's Finesse. And finesse so much so that nobody was actually like fucking me. But, you know, all these.
You got what you wanted out of it.
I'm not going to say it was like monetary, but I'll keep it 100. A lot of a couple of the people I dated that had a lot of money, like they have millions now, like they're kind of famous and shit. But while the other women were fucking them, like I was more so like getting courted. And I think that has a lot to do with my father and the shit that he told me and he was telling me what to do. But you know what I'm saying? But that's another conversation. But I'll just say this, you know, like I was living by Lenox Mall, so I had everybody meet me at that fork and screen in Buckhead.
It's a fork and screen.
It's the movie theater, and you can press the button, and the drinks and stuff come in.
Yeah.
So like,
I know you'll call it fork and screen. I just thought
nobody can come.
Because it's high end movie to me. Because sometimes, as long as you don't got a seat that goes when you sit down, it pulls the fuck back up. That's a whole different story.
Nobody can come to my fucking house. Like it was like, listen, we could go out to eat, and then if you wanted to just meet up and talk to me, like have a drink, Meet me at 4th and Stream.
Oh,
Everybody
I think too. I think we had this conversation. Don't be inviting people into your house because I got so much that's stolen from me. I don't even know it till months later.
Nobody should know where you fucking live. And then even if you have people come to your house, you should have a safe. You should have a file cabinet.
You gotta be more strategic. I lost a MacBook and
you gotta be very strategic.
I didn't know it.
Your extra rooms, lock the door. And it's not saying that you don't trust people, but you know what I'm saying?
You don't trust people.
Your space is your space.
It's your haven. At the end of the day, and have me protected. Like I'd be so worried about my like designer shoes and like jewelry. But I wasn't worried about oh my electronic is in a drawer. But like maybe when I go to the bathroom, someone's taking that out. You know what I mean? Like.
But what kind of motherfuckers you having in your house? Random.
I mean, when you're trying to get sometimes it just.
Where do you live? They don't have no house?
I live the same place you was talking about, right near Lenox Mall.
No, where are they? I know
who knows where they live.
Damn, well see.
That's the problem.
Friend, that's the problem.
Who knows where they live?
We'll see.
Who knows where they live? Because I wasn't trying to get to know them. I was just trying to have fun, and then it flipped on me.
Let me tell you something. Like y'all can think what y'all want. Okay, don't let this one take sweet. At the end of the day, I'm very Louisiana with this shit. You don't know where I live until I know where you live. If anything goes sour, it can get real sour. Like that's just a rule. But at the same time, I also don't date broke ass niggas. So I date niggas that have a lot of shit to lose. So I mean, I have nice things, I guess, if you're materialistic. But the niggas I fuck with, I mean, ain't nothing they ain't used to. You know what I'm saying? But now if I was dating some hood ass fucking hands hanging, he gonna come in here like, shit, I'm about to move in this motherfucker.
It don't happen clean your house. Once the story is fine.
Sex and the City makes me just want to go to New York and but even though I love Spike Lee and I want to like do that Crooklyn, I love Crooklyn, that Crooklyn life. But Sex and the City makes me just want to be like in Manhattan in a black car. You want to live in Greenwich Village, Venice. Yes, I just want to be. I just shop at Fifth Avenue. Yeah, I just want my friends to be fabulous, and I just.
You are such a pre-corona.
Everybody rides the train, but not me. I would be a black car girl.
Honey, if you gotta get somewhere, honey, that's how.
Let me get in my black car with Mr. Big. Mr. Big ain't on the fucking train.
Honey, I was trying to get.
Mr. Big is not on the train. Is he on the train?
He ain't on the train.
Okay, in the story. I'm gonna in my fairy tale. It's me and Mr. Big. We not on.
You know what's so? You want to hear
Metro.
So funny.
What?
When I would take Tony and I New York, because you know I know New York, you don't. And he'd be like, "Why not?" I'm like, "Girl, we are riding the train because we stay in Jersey City, and if you would take the train, bitch, you pay for all the damn Uber all across the
I was in Jersey when I was there, and I didn't have to catch a train. But yes, that's why I don't want to catch one. That shit, that's stinky. I don't like that.
It's stinky. No. Even when we went to Brooklyn, New York 2 months ago. He's like, I don't want to take a trip. I'm like, well, do you want to pay for all the Ubers? He's like, no. I'm like, well, the train costs $2.
We talk about Sex in the City. We not talking about
Ubers and train.
We ain't. This is what I'm saying. I love a good Spike Lee joint. I don't mind the Crooklyn life.
But the reality of living in New York is sometimes you get there quicker on the train than the Uber.
Reality. I'm talking about Sarah Jessica fucking Parker.
She took the damn train herself.
Why can't y'all let me just live my fantasy?
You don't want to live damn fantasy, but Brooklyn would say the same thing. She'd be like, Sarah.
I'm so glad her ass is not here because she'd be like yelling about this. I love Brooklyn. Big up Brooklyn. We ain't talking about y'all. I'm talking about Sex in the City, and I'm glad it's back. Some people are upset that Samantha is not coming back, but one thing I love about Samantha, she made it very clear. She's like, look, I'm in my 60s. I don't fuck with Sarah Jessica Parker. I'm not working with her.
She'll like her.
And she's not coming, don't matter what the pay is. I get it, but I'm still excited. It brings me back to my childhood. I can actually watch Sex in the City with the volume turned up. I used to watch that shit like
I love Sex in the City.
Because I was too little. So it would be on mute, like, damn, they're having so much fun. Like, wow, that's so cool. Now I'm a grown and I'm gonna watch that shit with the volume up.
And it's cool, and just like that.
Just like that. So yeah, but anyways,
I don't care what Kim Cattrall. Like honestly, Kim Cattrall, I love you. Like Samantha's such a big part of Sex and the City. Like
what you on? Yeah, you at work. Oh, you looking at okay.
Yeah.
You doing homework. I'm about to say you shop. I just said close out shop.
No. Here's the thing. Samantha is at least number 2 compared. I'm like, who likes Miranda? Let me.
A lot of black people are upset. They're like, I'm not watching that shit. Samantha ain't on there.
Because Samantha's the sexual one, and Samantha's the.
She's eccentric. She's fun. Everybody else is like normal, and everybody likes the eccentricity. And I love her as well. But I'll take what I can get, and I think they're gonna probably put a black girl in there, or a woman of color.
A woman of color. We could pop somebody up, but I don't care what. I don't care what she is.
Puerto Rican.
I don't care if she's white, black, Puerto Rican. As long as she
off-white.
Give me that damn energy.
Yeah, like.
Because Samantha gave that energy. Even remember when Samantha said that black man before?
I remember that episode, but I was too little. But regardless, we're very glad that Sex and the City is back. And
Did Sex and the City better than Girlfriends?
Hell no. Not to my experience, of course not. I definitely relate to Girlfriends. They're both good shows. Sex and the City is a bigger budget than Girlfriends.
It's also a different type of show.
But
Sex and the City is also displaying the Manhattan.
And then yeah, it's 2 different worlds as far as like East Coast, West Coast, down south. Like our reality down south is not one of a New Yorker. Like I'm a young woman with a 4.5, 5-bedroom house, 3. You know what I'm saying? And most
when a girl, but
most
when I call in
age,
New York, they be on their like they're in Brooklyn. They Brooklyn. They be paying like way too much for fucking nothing. And struggling.
Yeah. And most women my age may be up north, like they're spending a lot, and it's like a little bit of fucking studio, a little 1-bedroom. So we have a totally different reality, just being honest, just in general, because we live on different parts of the world and things are different. So I think in that aspect,
it's like why compare when you can't contrast.
Yeah,
because
like
Sex and the City and Girlfriends are 2 different shows. Like at the end
2 different coasts. 2 different, you know what I'm saying? I won't even say classes.
It's like comparing. It's like in White World. It's like comparing the OC and Gossip Girl. How are you gonna compare?
I don't watch Gossip Girl, but I watch the OC.
Okay, I watch more Gossip Girl than the OC.
So we're different.
Because the Gossip Girl plays in New York, and also too like the alternative thing. Remember Taylor Momsen? She's the Pretty Reckless. She's a rocker now. I watched because of her, because she was like in a rock band, and she was Jenny on Gossip Girl with
I'm not privy, but yeah, I mean you can't compare. Girlfriends to me is like super classic. I love all of them, so, and I can see myself and my friends in all of the Girlfriends, so I like Girlfriends. I remember being in like
I wish that
8th, 9th grade when Girlfriends would come on, and me and my friends like go to school like the next day, and they'll be like, "Who are you? You're Joan. You're Tony." And we were just, like 8th grade and shit.
Wait, who am I out of everything? Who'd you start me?
Lame.
I'm lame.
You're lame, but you do have a job because you're sexually free.
Oh.
Like you let somebody come to your house and you hooking up, and that's fine. We're all sexually free, but
Samantha. I'm more Carrie than Samantha.
You're definitely not Carrie.
Why am I not Carrie?
Because I'm definitely Carrie.
Girl, man. What am I, Charlotte?
You the redhead.
I hate that bitch so much. I hate Miranda. She be eating the cake out the trash. That ain't
Don't do Miranda.
Miranda be eating cake out the trash.
Thank you guys
the prefix
for joining
to the main event.
Our very first episode of Is She Within Therapy. It's kind of like a dry run, so we can call it it's like a prequel, if you will. Like we're still figuring things out, but we definitely have a lot in store. You guys can.
How about the teaser? It's the teaser.
Yeah, it's this is
the teaser. This is the teaser.
Because let me tell y'all some real shit. We stopped. We went to Taco Mac. We had shots.
Some good ass catfish tacos.
We were doing the most. Like, so it's like we were just kind of setting shit up and seeing how it vibes, how it flows. But we have a lot in store for you guys, so you can definitely call in. We'll have a number for you to call in. You can Zoom us, you can email, and be a part of the show. What do you want to add?
No, I want y'all to call in. I want y'all to spill your truth. I want y'all to be honest.
Are you going to spill your truth?
I will spill my truth. I really don't got much to hide, but...
He's such a ham. Here's him when he's talking on the podcast. Yeah, I want y'all to spill y'all truth. Yeah, hey guys. Yeah, guys, what's up?
I want y'all to do
what's up, guys?
I need y'all to do what I want you to do.
I need y'all to spill your tea. I ain't gonna tell shit about me. I'm not gonna talk about my business, but I need to know what the fuck is going on in your life. I need to know who you.
I wish there's more going on in my fucking life. I wish, because y'all too scared to handle the truth. That's why y'all don't want to fuck with me. Because I've been calling y'all to fuck out. But I need y'all to split your business to us, because this is our podcast, Cheaper Than Therapy. We are the therapist and you are the patient. So they don't question the therapist. We question the patient. At the end of the day, don't mind your motherfuckers that don't pay you. Especially when you don't pay insurance and you can't even get therapy. That's why we got Cheaper Than Therapy. We got you. We got you.
You can't come for our viewers though. We gotta love them a little bit.
We gotta love little viewers a little bit. We gotta slap them up every now. Tough love. Slap them up on the booty a little bit. They need a little spanking. Look, they need a little wooden spoon.
But we really appreciate y'all, and I just want to say this: like, if you made it to the end of our prequel,
to the end,
I fucks with you.
To this day,
you are the dopest.
To this day,
you're the GOAT. Like, if you made it. So